What's going on, my legends? Thanks for watching today's episode of the Dory Makeover. So today we're going to be doing the carpeting. If you've got any tips or tricks on how to do it, please leave them in the comments below. I'm not the best at doing this. I've only ever done 1 or 2 boats before. So yeah, let us know what you think. So if you've been following the channel, you would have seen the last episode we were cutting out the floor and sealing it. So what we're going to do, we're going to start off with this front section that we've cut out, and with the carpet, I've gone down BCF and got their carpet. It's about $58 a metre. So I've got 5 metres, that should do the whole boat. And for the glue, I've got this fake turf adhesive. It seems pretty good, and a couple of scrapers. So we'll get that on there, we'll cut out the carpet, and we'll see how it goes. Just remember with carpet, you're going to be going through a lot of knives. So just always keep a sharp knife blade or a Stanley knife, and they'll cut through it sweet. When you're cutting out the carpet, just make sure you give yourself a little bit of room around it, as you can see what I'm doing here. So I've got a brand new knife. Get a bit of wood too, chuck that under there so you keep your knife blade sharp. And you roughly just want to give yourself about 20 to 25 mil, just enough to allow you to pull it over. So we'll get this bit cut out, we'll get some glue on it, and we'll show you how we get it all stuck down. Just make sure you give the area a good clean too, and put down a drop sheet, because this adhesive gets everywhere. Another thing too, make sure it doesn't go anywhere near your carpet, because if it gets on your carpet, you're not going to get it off. Once you lay it down on the carpet, just walk along it a little bit. Just give it a few little stomps. Get it down nice and snug on there. Whoa. And once that's done, we're going to flip it over and give it a roll. I've got no idea what's happened to my rolling pin, so I've just got this little bit of PVC pipe, 90 mil. I'm just going to use that and just give it a good roll with that. Just press everything out of there, get it all nice and smooth, just so it gets rid of all those air bubbles. There's nothing worse than a finished job and you put it in your boat and it's got some big bubbles in there. So give this a good roll over, make sure it's all nice and snug. Then we'll go around to trimming all the edges and getting the corners done and stapling it all up. Now I've got it all rolled out looking good. What I'm going to do is just get a bit more adhesive. You don't need much. I'm just going to do the corners and all along the edges. So you don't really need to do this, but I'm not using stainless staples, so they will rust out after a while, and by that stage the glue would have done its trick and been holding the carpet down. So just get it all on there nice and even again. Just let it sit for a second, then we'll start pulling the carpet over and stapling it in. So to get it nice and tight, I'm using a pair of multi-grips. Just pull it over as hard as you can. It's a bit hard to do with holding one hand. Maybe get your toe on there, give it another good yank, and get your staple gun. Just an ordinary old staple gun, and there you go, first part done. Just repeat that process the whole way along. Give it a good yank, pull it on tight, and staple it down. So one little thing I learnt for the corners is I'll just cut down there and fold it in. As you can see how I've cut this corner, you can just fold that under and fold that bit over and staple it in, and just trim the excess off, and you'll get a nice looking corner. That's the easiest way I do it. If there's any other way, leave it in the comments below and let us know, because we're all learning here. Be good to get some more knowledge. Got one section all finished now and it came up pretty nice. So you can see I use a lot of staples. I was using 8mm staples as well, just if you needed to know. So the corners came up pretty sweet. There is a little few gaps there, but we'll just get some Sikaflex in them. You're never going to see them anyway. But apart from that, I'm pretty happy with it.
It's nice and neat. No glue on the other side, which is a miracle. I've got no idea how that happened. But yeah, we'll get it in and we'll see how it looks.
It's all starting to come together now. I've got all the carpet in. Still need to screw it down, as you can see. But that 12mm gap, it came up an absolute treat with the carpet size. Everything is nice and snug, fits in good. I've still got the hatch lids. They're still drying, so we'll get them in soon. But yeah, it's coming up really good. Next up, we're going to be wiring it up and putting the motor on. Then hopefully we'll have this thing on the water soon.